What is up, my people? Welcome back to the channel for another album review. I'm your boy Naseem the Dream. If you're new to the channel, just go right on ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell as well to always keep notified of my newest content. And today I'll be reviewing the newest Joji project, Smithereens. This is the newest fourth studio album from Japanese R&B lo-fi singer-songwriter rapper Joji. This is following the 2020 studio record Nectar, which as a standard album features the most tracks that he's ever put out on an entire record. And before this, the debatable fan favorite Ballads 1 that features hit tracks such as Yeah Right and Slow Dancing in the Dark. My scale of interest for Joji would be pretty much identified as casual compared to the typical Joji stan, mainly due to my personal experiences of not finding a wide variance of sound selection delivered from Joji, as well as I feel like his singing can be coming off as pretty average and one-dimensional for some of the tracks that I've heard from him. Nonetheless, the tracks that I have enjoyed from Joji have indeed included a potential in his song creativity in terms of sound production and cleverness to his vocal range to his strengths. By kicking off this record, we are going with the viral Glimpse of Us, a track that you can never really avoid if you're on the TikTok app. But with good reason, it does provide an endearing beginning with its piano ballad motifs with a chorus that does stick. This track explains the thoughts going through his mind about his current lover bringing back memories of a past lover, making him realize that he hasn't exactly moved on from that and completely really removed his feelings from his ex. If we're gonna talk choruses early on, I really found the next track feeling like the end to have much more longevity when it comes to the taste, especially due to the level being upped by thumping kicks and 808s, and is a track overall I do really enjoy, but it is a very unsatisfying length. Easily the most satisfying track to me has to go with the track Die For You, a breakup ballad showing different techniques with vocal processing that makes the vocals feel variant from the other songs, as well as the instrumentals have a great sound to the rest of it as these synthesizers are dealt with beautifully on the song. I felt many of the moments for this short length album that I feel like Joji's range and tone are still pretty minimal, but are backed up a lot with a lot of good and great sound selection and effects that really carry the weight for this first disc. Moving on to disc 2 is where I start to feel a bit off balance because of tracks like Night Rider that are a bit mild instrumentally, with Joji still strangely carrying this thing very well with his low vibrant vocals on a chorus. But the song Blah 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 Demo is just one of those tracks, as its label does really come off as a demo, since most of these songs really pierce through the mix as pretty dry in my opinion. And with the track YUKON Interlude, which by the way was a track that I did review early on into my singles of the week, and at that time I did really think I was a bit mild on the track, and I kind of still am, but I'm really digging the drum sequences on here that I really do think stick, but I'm kind of just thrown off at this point with the way the two tracks before this on disc 2 really kind of had me feeling, as well as this closer really just ends off as a dud moment for the LP. So in case it isn't obvious if you haven't heard the LP already, it is actually pretty short, lengthing already about like maybe 22-25 minutes, and I did clearly grab a couple tracks that I did really enjoy, mostly from the first disc. I really feel like these handful of tracks with the beginning 3 really do hold some really great replay value, and I really feel like they'll last for most of the year, even though it's almost over, but you know what I mean. And even though I do think that Joji performance wise doesn't exceed new barriers and levels, he still finds a way to use his vocal ranges to his benefit and turn them into quality passages. As far as everything else after this goes, it kind of just flies right over your head. It's pretty typical lo-fi aesthetics with not enough depth to excel the listening experience farther into what you're already hearing, while still standing in this lukewarm concept of love that just kind of gets old within time. So with that said, I'm going to give this album, Joji Smithereens, a 62%. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, go on a like, share, comment down below of what you thought of this record, and subscribe to the channel. Down in the description, you see all the separate checklist ratings I have for the album, more videos, and also links on my social media accounts so you can keep up with me on the daily. And I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Doses. I heard that you're happy without me.